No.
All right, we're live. Oof. This has been a day.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can help adjust.
I think it's the center because it's like a huge. Perfect.
It's not gonna stick
All right,
center.
here. Hold on 1 second, guys.
You're fine.
Thanks
Okay.
for getting set up with this lamp.
Ava, where are you at?
There we go.
I am downtown.
Hey, everyone. Hello. Sorry, running a little late. Things going on. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Hi. Hi. Okay.
Guys.
All right, baby. All right, baby.
All right, come on.
Come on.
Outside.
Come on.
You guys outside because we
Oh.
don't leave Daddy alone.
Hello, Rodney. Good to see you. Roger, Jack, Big John, Jared, Claude, Yali,
Yay, Ollie.
Patty. All the usual suspects are here.
Yeah.
Hello, and welcome to LA Night Live, the #1 theme park live stream in the world. I'm Banks.
I'm Ava.
I'm Kat.
And we were supposed to be at Disney Springs, but Mother
Yeah.
Nature has said, forget your plans. We're going to open the skies up and have lightning strike and rain chaos right now.
Yeah. It's about
So-
that time of year. So
Michael, good to see you. How do you do, Charles? So yeah, we're gonna chill. I'm editing the final episode of the show right now, so I'm in the midst of doing that. That's why I'm running late. There's apparently some news getting ready to drop right now on the Parks blog, Disney Parks blog. So I'm checking that and seeing what that's going to be. So this is we could be talking about some breaking news here.
Oh,
Yes, we are. Okay,
all
here we go.
right,
Ladies and
let's
gentlemen,
hear it.
you heard it right here first. As of 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time,
6:03 to be exact.
6:03. Disneyland Resort proposes plans to begin phased reopening July 9th with proposed reopening of theme parks on what other date than July 17th, its anniversary. So Disneyland in California is finally going to reopen.
There you go.
Yeah. I would have thought that one would have taken a little bit longer just because I know California is a bit more of a hot spot. But I guess they're doing better, which is good.
Yeah, no, that's great. Every state is different in terms of their reopening plans. So some places may be later openings than others, especially like things like Busch Gardens in Virginia or SeaWorld in Texas. Just depends on the state's reopening plans. But it's good to see that Disneyland is going to be reopening. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to read this real quick and see if there's any details that need to be
Talking
talked
amongst
about.
them. Okay.
Okay.
Suddenly I forgot how to do this show.
How's everyone doing today? What's going on? What's new? What's happening in the world?
I'm moving once again, and I found stuff just like in my apartment that I just forgot that I had. So I found this ring.
Oh, there you go, Harry
Ah,
Potter.
yes. And then I purchased both of. I purchased the ring in Universal, in Nocturne Alley, and I believe this is from the store that is no longer there in Disney Springs, which is weird considering it's a Harry Potter thing, but I got it in Disney Springs. But
Mm.
but that was a fun adventure today.
There you go.
It's always fun putting things in boxes and moving those boxes, and
Boxes can be fun.
so entertaining.
All right. So it's basically the same kind of details as Walt Disney World's reopening. Disneyland's going to reopen on its 65th anniversary, July 17th, 2020. There is going to be a reservation system to help handle the amount of people coming into the park. So if you want to go to the park, you're going to have to register for a date to visit beforehand. That includes annual pass holders, and all guests will need a reservation for park entry in advance. Same as Walt Disney World. Of course, health and safety measures that we've seen at Disney Springs and all the other theme parks. Their hotels are planning to reopen starting July 23rd. Downtown Disney's reopening July 9th. So yeah, July will be a big month for Disney in terms of reopening with Disneyland and Walt Disney World. So this will be a lot of happy people, I'm sure, to get back out there. But you got to also make sure you stay safe.
Absolutely.
Safety is the first key. Am I
Safety,
right?
courtesy, efficiency, show, I believe, is the order. Or
I was right.
Safety is universal.
safety begins with me.
Safety man, where'd he go when we needed him most?
Yes, I know, Michael, you're excited because you're out there in California. So we'll look forward to seeing your vlog.
Yes.
I wanted to bring Stephen Alex. I wanted to let y'all know I've been editing the final episode of the show. You look back at 10 years of the show. It's taken me several days to go through 476 episodes and pick out clips. The highlight reel is 12 and a half minutes long, and you guys are in it because you guys help us cover, I believe, Icon out there in the UK. A clip of you guys riding it will be in the highlight reel. So. Thank you guys for doing that for us.
Nice.
Yay!
And speaking of, I see Big John talking about Evie. Speaking of Evie Cat, you'll be happy to know that she is also in the highlight reel.
Well, she deserves it. She's an icon,
there's
a legend.
A great shot of me and her like clinking cupcakes together during the 30th anniversary of the park. So
Which you guys were Attractions Magazine was the only people to come over and talk to her.
Really?
No one else talked to her.
Well, that is a shame. Like they deserve attention.
I deserve more than this. It's been a while since I've done that voice. I'm not her.
But speaking of the attraction show, I was moving and packing things today, and I found little cat ears that we were given when we went to the cafe in downtown Orlando.
Oh,
like that was a really recent one too. That was only like a few months ago.
Yeah, no, there's a shot of you in the highlight reel with one of the cats there.
Is it Mr. Buttons?
Yeah, the black Mr. Buttons. Yep.
And I believe his name was. I think it was a her, and her name was Buttons. But I called her Mr. Buttons, and she was adorable.
All right, so yeah, we'll just kind of chit chat a little bit. We'll end early so I can finish the final episode because there's a lot more to do. Ava, I need a clip from you. Ava, did you get the message?
Oh yes.
I need the clip.
I'm on it. I gotta figure out how to get it to you, but I'm on it.
Shoot it on the phone, email it, boom, 10 minutes.
Okay.
John wants us to talk about Give Kids the World too, and that whole thing.
Yeah, I did see that.
Where's someone saying?
Yeah, Ronnie.
Oh
said, yeah, he said.
Yeah, so Give Kids the World is indefinitely closed because of the coronavirus. They just can't open until a wide vaccine is available because they just don't want to risk any of these kids who are already fighting life-threatening illnesses to be exposed to that. So until we get a vaccine, they're going to stay closed, which, I mean, could be just a few months. It depends on how fast they can make the vaccine. Could honestly be a couple of years. It's sad to think about. Like Give Kids is going to be closed now. They are a wonderful organization. If you guys are looking here in the chat over on this side of the screen, we are still going to take donations for Give Kids the World. They're still accepting donations. They could use all the money they can right now during this closure. They've had to let go a lot of their staff. They're only keeping like a skeleton crew. So if you can, every little bit helps. Please donate and help them out because they've done amazing work, and we want them to be able to come back.
Yes, definitely. They are doing a live stream with the Toy Story gang that's coming up. So Jodie Benson, and like, of course, who's the voice of Ariel, but she also voices Barbie, and then a bunch of other people.
John Ratzenberger, I believe.
Yeah, the woman who voiced Gabby. I think the boy who voiced
Andy.
Andy. Yeah, there's a bunch of people who are going to be on there. I don't have the information right in front of me right now, but I can.
Lori Metcalf, who was Andy's mom.
Yeah.
So if you go to gktw.org or look up their Facebook page, you can find info and links to buy your ticket and attend that virtual meeting with the Toy Story voice actors, which is going to be really cool.
Yeah, I did the princess one, and that was a lot of fun. They had Linda Larkin, Irene Bedard, Paige O'Hara, and Jodie Benson on there, and it was really cool. And then the guy who voiced God dang, Andy, he came on real quick too. He
cool.
made a quick little surprise appearance because
Yeah.
Irene's camera cut out like halfway through. So
Oh no.
yeah, so he filled in for her. So it was pretty cool though. So definitely, guys, buy tickets for that.
Real quick, I don't think I mentioned it, but we're gonna go to Disney Springs today. Yeah, I mentioned it, and rain and yay, stupid Florida weather. But hopefully, I will not be here next week. I'm gonna be in Virginia taking a much needed week off of work. So Ava and Kat will be in charge. This will be fun.
I did have an idea. Like, I know it's maybe not the best idea for me to be in charge, but I have an idea.
What is this idea?
Is that because I don't
scared.
think we should go to
Hold on,
Disney
let me prepare.
I don't think we should go to Disney Springs
prepare.
Banks. So instead, we should do something very Ava and Kat, and we should go look at what Tucson looks like in the midst of its reopening.
I agree with this.
I was like,
That's
eat
my
chocolate.
While you eat chocolate. See, it's a brilliant idea.
Yes. Okay. So yeah, they'll do Toothsomes next week, and they can do that rain or shine. So be on the lookout for that next week. And see if you can find Penelope and Jacques with their masks.
When their masks.
Yeah, they're outside. They've been because I actually went to Twosomes the other day. So they went out. Like, I didn't see them at all. But they have them outside. It's a really weird setup to like get used to go in and stuff, but definitely I mean, you know me, Ava, I'll go to Twosomes every single day of the week. I don't care. And Beth wasn't there, so what was the point? So
you gotta go again.
Exactly. How am I going to annoy Beth? So we'll do that. We'll go to Twosomes. It'll be fun.
Sweet.
Me and Ava will eat nonstop.
Let's where'd Kat go?
She's
already heading over there. She's
already on her way, getting ready for next week already. I'm sure she'll pop back in a minute.
Yeah, she'll pop back in. Probably lost connection.
Probably.
There she is.
I got so excited. I already jumped into next week.
That's exactly what we were saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I disappeared.
She was just too excited.
Let's talk to our chat real quick. I haven't been keeping up because I've been trying. Wanted to get to this real quick because Roger quickly mentioned, yes, so Major League Soccer and NBA are resuming their seasons at the ESPN Wide World of Sports. It's official for soccer. It's all but official for NBA. It will happen. So I'm sure we'll cover that when that happens. I'm not a big sports person, but yay sports. There we go. All right. Corey wants to know, is it true Disney's not going to have a park hopper option when they reopen? It's not official. Disney hasn't said anything. We are hearing the rumors that this might be something they have to do with capacity, because you're going to need a reservation to attend the parks ahead of time. So they're probably going to need to get rid of the park hoppers so they can keep control of the capacity at each park. Like I said, Disney hasn't officially said anything, but that could be something we see.
Makes sense to me.
Well, yeah, because if you if they're trying to keep people contained in one park per day, like, you can't really be hopping back and forth that much unless they scheduled you from like this time to this time. You can be in this park, and then you can come from this time to this time to that park. But if you wanted to go back to another park, like if you're in Magic in the morning, then you went to let's say Hollywood for the afternoon, but you wanted to go back to Magic at night for dinner or something, you can't really keep going back and forth because then transportation and everything. Yes, ladies' night live from Tucson. You'll see us go crazy. Go stupid.
Exactly.
Yes.
But so now we got through all the news, breaking news and stuff that's going on. So how's everyone doing?
I mean, I'm doing great. I got a bag of candy and I got water. So living the healthy life.
I mean, picture of health.
My son is out there crying for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know if he wants to come in here, but he's not happy right now.
Aww.
Hi, Tina.
Hi.
We're going to be staying at the new Pirate Island Hotel at Legoland on Saturday, and then we're driving up to Virginia on Sunday to take a week off, and then when we come back to Florida the following week, it'll just be me, Sydney, and Oliver, because we're leaving Spencer with her grandparents, who are now taking her on a cross-country RV trip to the Grand Canyon, and I want to go with them, but alas, I have to come back down here.
They're like living like the Goofy movie.
Exactly. Oh my gosh, yeah. I'm going to see the perfect cast.
If they don't sing the song, missed
I
opportunity.
forget it.
Right? Exactly. But they're going to be on that trip for a month. So we're going to be without Spencer for a month, which is going to be weird. I'm going to miss her, but at the same time, it's going to be great to just have one kid around the house for a little bit. That'll be a little bit of a relief. Not going to lie, but I'm sure she's going to have a great time because she loves her grandparents to death. And I remember RV trips with my grandparents as a kid. That's an awesome memory. So I'm sure she's going to have a fun time.
Ava, we should go to Banks' house. We'll fill the void for Spencer. Yes, there we go.
He needs sleep.
I'll just stand. No, we're just gonna stand like right outside your house, like at like midnight, and just start screaming.
Yes.
I'll lose.
I'll do that one song, that one Cher song where I bang the pans every time I listen to it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, you can deal with my neighbors calling, you know.
Oh no, we'll like sweet talk your neighbors.
We'll warn them ahead of time.
We can get them involved. A block party, a social distancing block party, and we'll get like fireworks. Why not? Like have a whole little barbecue moment.
That's great.
It could be like hoop-de-doo. We can have our own hoop-de-doo in your neighborhood. We just solved all the problems.
Congratulations!
Oh, great.
We'll be themed every day.
Speaking of Hoop-de-Doo, there were some clips from Hoop-de-Doo in the final montage that I forgot that I was pulled up on stage at Hoop-de-Doo, and I got to be in the tutu and the
incredible.
And that clip is in it.
Breakout performance.
That's what I would die to do. I want to be I've been on the stage of Hoop-de-Doo, but not during like a performance. Like I got to go in early for the VIP seating. But
again, talk amongst yourselves. I'm gonna go see if Oliver wants to come in.
Okay, Ava, quick combo, go. Teen Wolf, Teen Wolf, go.
No, actually, speaking of Cher, because you mentioned Cher. Speaking of, I was in the car. And I was listening to the Broadway station because I'm an 85-year-old man. And I don't remember what was on. I think it was something. I don't remember. But the song kind of like, it didn't really fade out or anything. And then it didn't sound like the song ended, but I guess it ended. But whoever started singing, I was like, that sounds like Cher. But I know that I'm like, this sounds like Cher, but I don't think she sang this. I don't think she was part of this musical because it was a musical that I knew. And I was like, I don't think she was a part of this. And then I looked, and I guess the song had changed because it said it was one of the songs from the Cher show on Broadway.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I guess that explains why it sounded like Cher.
Yeah, because it's funny, the woman. Well, wait, which Cher song was it?
I do not remember which song it was.
You're not helping here.
Did
it sound like newer-ish or older-ish or like?
It sounded like Turn Back Time era Cher.
Okay, so the woman who did that, who because they all had to study Cher's voice and everything, she figured out how to do Cher's voice, I believe, while she was brushing her teeth, or she was putting her Invisalign in or something. And she was whitening her teeth. That's what she was doing. She was whitening her teeth, and she was talking to her husband, and her husband, because she was trying so hard to get Cher's voice down, and all of a sudden she's talking to him, and he's like, "That's it. That's Cher's voice." So basically, she had to act like she had her teeth whitening strip on, and then kind of talk like Cher. And then
what did I come back to?
Well, okay. Well, if you want the whole story over,
no, it's all good. It's all good.
Basically, I heard a song on the radio on the Broadway station because I'm an 85-year-old man, and I was like, "This sounds like Cher," but then it was from the Cher show, so they're doing a great job over there because they sounded just like Cher.
Okay.
And apparently, she used whitening strips to nail it.
I can't remember the woman's name right now, but yeah.
All right, very cool.
So that's what you missed last time on Glee. Anyway, what's up with you?
No, we don't talk that show.
No, we do not.
No, that show I think is canceled.
It wasn't good.
No, it wasn't.
I mean, it was. I believe that show was actually supposed to be like a satirical, like that was the point, you know. But I don't think they made that clear enough, you know.
Yeah. Real quick, I want to promote. I just posted a video today because I went out to SeaWorld this morning to get a look at their safety procedures and put the video up already today. That's going to be the first instance of these new standalone segments that we're doing without the show. So instead of just holding the segments for a week and posting them on the next episode of the show, we're just going to throw them out immediately. So you can see the one that I hosted this morning on our YouTube channel right now. So go check that out.
Definitely. You interviewed a dolphin, didn't you?
Do what?
Did you go up to a dolphin with the glass? I thought I saw that on the Instagram story where you're like running up to like you're by like a dolphin case. Or
yeah. We got to see some of the dolphins. They have missed seeing people so much because like they were coming up like, ooh, people again.
Aww.
So, I love dolphins. They're my favorite.
So cute.
But yeah. So I know a lot of people are saying they're going to miss the show, but every aspect of the show you will still continue to see. We're just not going to throw them together with commercials anymore. We're going to just give them to you. So segments will still go out. You'll still hear us discussing news here and on the podcast. So you're not missing anything. You really are not missing anything, even though the show format itself is ending. We're still giving you all that quality content.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I've come to figure this out. So next week's episode should be fun.
Oh, trust me. I okay.
Share themed macaroons or something.
Oh no. Here, wait. Where's my phone? Right in front of me.
Oh boy.
Hey, hold on. I'll show you what I wore yesterday when I went out because I'm trash. So this is what I wore yesterday. I was wearing my Cher shirt, my Cher lanyard, and it says "Mom, I am a rich man" on it, which is a Cher quote. So that's what to expect for next week. Next week, here we go. At least I keep it consistent.
I've got all like themed jewelry on. I can't say anything.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, you have all Harry Potter. I have all Cher. Banks, what do you have themed? What is your theme?
For what?
Just in general.
Just in general.
I'm wearing a Great Smoky Mountains shirt. I have an Universal annual pass mask. My theme is theme parks. I ain't got one theme.
That's valid.
That works.
I need to get because SeaWorld also is going to do like themed masks. So they have like some with like the tiger face or a dolphin face. They've got pattern masks as well. So I need to get one from there and get one whenever Disney decides to sell some masks as well, so I can have something to wear at all the parks.
And they will.
Yes, they will.
Let's see. Man, not much going on now. We got all the important stuff out of the way. Yeah. So, we'll just chit chat.
Just chit chat.
You said that so like, yeah, we'll just I guess
there's lots on my mind right now. Lots on my mind. But Oliver wants to go out for a car ride, so I'll probably take him out to go pick something to eat after we're done here.
Oh, yum! Where?
Maybe Culver's.
I've been there once, and it was pretty good.
Their burgers, they're butter burgers, and they are delicious.
Oh, I just had surprise, ice cream. So, but
which you shouldn't eat.
Ice cream.
Which you shouldn't eat because you're lactose intolerant.
I don't know
what you're talking about. I know.
Neil wants to know if we're looking for the Jurassic coaster. Have you guys seen the photos of that?
I did. It looks pretty intense.
It's going to be a big, intense coaster, kind of like Hulk.
I'm a little scared cat with coasters, so I'm a little nervous about it, but maybe I'll do it, probably.
If I can fit, I will sit, and we will ride, so.
Right. If worst comes to worst, Banks, you and me will go. We'll go and just go crazy. Ava, you can watch as we just get teleported into another realm. Maybe we'll make it back. Maybe we won't.
Maybe it'll be that episode of SpongeBob where they go on the roller coaster and their spines fall out. Who's to say?
Who's to say? You know what? We'll be a lot more flexible then.
Steve and Alex want to know favorite episode. God. I've been going through, I have literally gone through 476 episodes, and they've all blended together. I don't know favorite episode, but I can tell you some of my favorite segments.
I have favorite episodes.
Go ahead. You go first.
I'm biased because it's my own. Because I don't know if I even watched it because I'm not a fan of watching myself. But I can tell you just the experience of, it was my first time. It was the Disney on Ice.
Yep.
One. It was my first time ever hosting the show, and we had so much fun that day. I got to try hoverboarding for the first time. I did the silks that go up in the air. The show was really amazing.
Yeah, the clip I have from that segment in the highlights is the clip of you rubbing the lamp with smoke coming out, because your reaction was really, really funny.
Yeah, everything was just so cool, and it was really awesome to watch the performers. And I think they put makeup on me at one point. It was really cool. So that one's my favorite because I got to experience it for the first time, and it was a really cool experience. So that's why it's my favorite.
So for me, I'll say my top 3 favorite moments. So number 3, and Michael mentioned it in the chat here, was going to 90s night at Disneyland back in 20 was it last year or the year before? It was last year, 2019. That was just the best night as a 90s kid growing up, getting to experience all that, to do the perfect cast with Max dressed as Powerline, see those special fireworks, and hang out with Tiffany and Jeff. Like, it was just such a wonderful, wonderful night with some fantastic memories. Number 2 is going to be when we covered Nick Hotel, the Nickelodeon Hotel, right before they were closing, and Elisa and I got slimed, and I got to relive my childhood dream of being slimed by Nickelodeon slime. And that was amazing.
Wasn't that everyone's childhood?
I'll be right back. I have a whiny dog to grab real quick.
Yes.
Hold on. Sorry, go ahead. Talk amongst yourself.
Wasn't that everyone's childhood? I know I would still love to get
being slimed is everyone's dream, and
you got to do it.
I got to do it, and I remember the feeling. I remember it being very gooey and very cold.
It does look a little like it would be a little chilly.
Oh. Hello.
Look at the doggy.
Yes, this is Flash. He is my Jack Russell Terrier. He has an upside down Mickey Mouse on his back right here. You can't really see it, but he's scared because there's thunder, and he doesn't like thunder. So, yes.
Okay, it's okay. And then, of course, my number 1 favorite segment would be when we went to go and cover the filming of American Ninja Warrior at Universal, and I got to actually run in the first obstacle for the course and failed.
Yeah, how'd that go? You want to go into detail on that?
Yeah, so if you know American Ninja Warrior, the first obstacle is usually the stepping platforms that are slanted down like this. So you have to get a good running start and have a good momentum. There's 2 ways to do it. There's really 2 ways to do it. You can either plow right through and just do 1 foot at a time, just boom, 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 or you can take your time and just jump to one, get your bearings, then jump to another and take your time going across. That was going to be my plan to do it. I was going to take my time, but when we were interviewing one of the hosts of the show, Akbar, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name. I was asking him, like, what are some tips to get through this obstacle? And he was telling me these tips, and he was like, I'm going to go up there. I'm going to watch you do it. Like, you do what I tell you to do. And I'm like, okay. And he actually came up on the platform with me, and he was telling me, like, he was chest bumping me. He was going, all right, you got to plow through it. Just don't think about it. Just keep the momentum. Just go. And I'm like, that's not my plan. No, you just go. Like, King Kong ain't got nothing on you. Go. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I decided to try that way and plow through it. And I made it halfway. And then my momentum decided, I don't care anymore. And splat.
Done with this.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Just getting to talk to the host.
We can blame that on him,
Do what?
We can blame that on him then.
No.
Yeah, just.
And it would definitely, you definitely, all his fault.
But I was such a huge fan.
I'd like to see him try.
So getting to do that was really, really, really cool. Did you take a drink? I fell in the drink. That was for sure. Neil wants to know, you think Universal will bring back Ghostbusters? That would be cool. I highly doubt they'll bring the ride back because it's, Fallon's in there right now. But who knows when they may bring the characters out. I mean, they still got Beetlejuice. Maybe they'll do something. I don't know. Who knows?
I had a dream last night that Universal made a new ride. And it was like a water plume ride.
Okay.
And you were in an SNL skit, but the SNL skit was Alice in Wonderland.
So like a log ride, like Splash Mountain, Dudley Do Right, but themed to Saturday Night Live, doing a skit that is based on Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah, but like the ride itself was just Alice in Wonderland, but like the theming on the outside with like the queue and stuff, SNL.
Well, you're on brand with the SNL with NBC and Universal. I think they might have issues with getting the Alice rights.
Yeah.
But who knows? Perhaps I predicted the future, and that's the next ride.
There you go.
Oh my Lord.
Speaking of Splash Mountain, did you guys see where there's where people are talking about wanting? It's not official with Disney or anything. It's just fan talk where people where people want Splash Mountain rethemed to be Princess and the Frog themed.
I've seen that. I've also seen
that Princess and the Frog one.
Yeah, I thought the concept art was so there's a whole feed about what it would entail and everything, and it sounds really cool. Like they're like,
I'm a big fan of Princess and the Frog, so I would love it.
It would be the perfect place because you can get rid of that Song of the South stuff because nowadays that's not really culturally relevant.
Yeah, make it the Bayou. It would be so fun.
Well, because what they were talking about was like, instead of like when you go into the Briar Patch, instead it would be you're trying to get away from Dr. Facilier, and you end up going to like the other side, like type thing. Like I could pull it up and like read exactly what they entail.
That would be cool.
Here, I'll pull it up real quick. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, I saw that one, but what I would actually personally like to see is Splash Mountain getting rethemed to a Goofy movie.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
Oh, that would be fun too.
At one point, they're on the river, but you take that and apply it to the whole ride, and you like go past the Possum theme park area, then you fall down the waterfall, and then the finale would be the Powerline concert.
The Powerline concert, yeah,
cool. So but how would you fit that into Frontierland? Well, I mean, I guess how would you fit that too with Tiana and Princess and the Frog if it's New Orleans themed, and then you have the
work better with the Splash Mountain at Disneyland because that's right next to New Orleans Square. You just extend.
Well, that would make sense, yeah. But yeah, I got the information. Go ahead, Ava. Sorry.
I don't know if it was Goofy movie themed. I guess you could, didn't they drive out to like the frontier in that movie or something? It's been a while since I've seen it. If you can
I guess
it's a road trip
like
over the country.
Well, yeah. So basically, what the Princess and the Frog one was basically you would start off like someone created like this. This is just a fan, coming up with this idea. This is nothing with Disney and anything like that. I'll restate that real quick. Right. But basically, his idea was to go. The Mama Odie's place would act as the queue/loading area. And with like strange voodoo inspired sets throughout the queue. And then you would kind of go through there, and then you would go to the surrounding land would reminisce the film and the Bayou segment with shacks and riverboats and stuff like that. And you would go through there, and then the loading area would be representing the heart of Madame Odie's house, where the guests would launch into the Bayou back to New Orleans and break the curse from the film. So basically, you're going down the bayou and everything. And then this person was saying about how every part of the day the song would change that you're going down the. So in the morning, it would be almost there. And then during the afternoon, you would hear down in New Orleans. And then by alternating at night would be the Evening Star song. as you go down. So it would
Exactly.
split throughout the day, so you would get a little bit of a different ride experience.
I would
Nice.
also highly recommend if they were to do that, I would use the song "Going Down the Bayou." It's
Gonna
perfect.
take you down, gonna take you down. But yeah, so then basically, like one of the hills, because there's multiple drops in Splash Mountain. The one would have like you'd be trying to get away from gators at one of the smaller ones. So then, as it gets bigger, you end up hearing like evil laughter around you and stuff like that, and you start seeing the shadow creatures from, from his Dr. Facilier's friends on the other side. And then you start seeing like voodoo dolls everywhere, and you start to get to like his side of it. And then they're talking about even having an animatronic of Dr. Facilier, like towards the top of the hill. And then basically you drop down faster, where they play I Have Friends on the Other Side, where it's like, oh, are you ready? And like the music like picks up faster and faster, and it get faster and faster. And then you go down, and then the final scene, where they have the big rowboat or the big riverboat at the end, where they sing Zippity Doodah. Instead of that, it'll be animatronics of Tiana and Naveen human again, because you follow them as their frogs, and then you see them as humans, and they'll be like waving to people, and they would have like all of like Lewis and everyone like all over the boat and everything like that, and like different creatures from the bayou and everything. So that was that one.
I love it. I also love Princess and the Frog, so like anything Princess and the Frog, I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Love that, let's do it.
I love Blue Skying new attraction ideas. That's cool.
Yeah, so that was just like, I thought that was kind of like, since you brought up Splash Mountain, I was like, that would be kind of cool to actually see.
Yeah. I want to show this off because I got a new phone and I had to get a new phone case, and I saw this design at the Marketplace Co-op at Disney Springs. Just chilling on the People Mover.
Yes.
The greatest ride.
Yep. Don't ever get rid of this.
If they get rid of it, everyone will riot.
I will personally lead that riot. People Mover is the best ride.
I will chain myself to it. Yes, I agree, Rodney. Home on the Range, the greatest movie.
Rodney, you're going to get yourself banned from this chat by bringing that Home on the Range in here.
No, Home on the Range is so great.
Nope.
I have.
We don't talk good things about Home on the Range.
I think I saw it once when I was like 3, and I have no strong opinions about it. So
we don't talk good things about Home on the Range. It's not a good movie.
You have against
it's a great movie. Go ahead, take me off. I'll come back in the chat. I have so many YouTube accounts.
Why do I have a feeling that next week's going to be a dissection of why Home on the Range is so good?
I don't know anything about it, so I can't stop or start that.
I mean, it's so good. Literally, they even sing songs from it at Hoop-Dee-Doo sometimes. Come on, you have to admit, some of the songs are good in that movie.
No, Rodney, I love you. I'm kidding. I give Home on the Range a hard time, but I know people do like it, but I'm just was never a fan of it.
I feel
have to admit, some of the songs are good. Like, Will the Sun Ever Shine Again? Come on. That song pulls at the heartstrings. You can't even deny it.
I haven't listened to those songs in forever.
I don't know them.
Well, actually where you do listen to those songs that you probably don't even realize it. During Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party in Frontierland, they play 3 songs from the movie. They played a Home on the Range song. Right. They played a Home on the Range song. They play the song that the villain sings, that song, when he's pies and cows. And then they play what's that? Home on the Range. Home on the Range. And then what's the one that the woman sings at the beginning? I can't think of it. But they play that one, and I get really excited.
Usually during Mickey's Not So Scary in Frontierland, I am too distracted by the man, the myth, the legend, my hero, Captain Jack Sparrow.
I want to show you guys something real quick.
Yeah, show us the things.
I have to stand up and get it. Pardon me.
You're fine. We're all just kind of leaving and coming back.
A lot of moving going on in this episode.
Ava,
we're all ready to go.
Yeah, Ava, you're just like stationary. Like
I know. I gotta
go.
I resubscribed to the Nick Box, which is like the quarterly subscription service for 90s Nickelodeon. The reason I resubscribed is because I saw that in the newest box they were going to have something related to Nickelodeon Guts, which is one of my favorite game shows as a kid. If you know Guts, this is the gold medal that they would give the kids who win the show.
Oh, look at
So they gave
that.
us a replica of the Guts gold medal. And this is going to go great with my replica of the piece of the aggro crag. So I'm a happy boy.
Nice. Look at you go, Banks. You're getting all the cool stuff.
I have a replica of Black Panther's ring that I'm wearing right now, but that's all I got on hand.
Ooh, awesome.
I have nothing on hand that is a replica of anything.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I have a replica of all of the candy bars that I've eaten before the show
That
started.
I've already consumed. A replica of my internal stomach.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Speaking of
Why
chocolate,
am I allowed? Yeah, why am I allowed here?
well, speaking of chocolate, of course, like we said at the top of the show, next week I will be gone. Ava and Kat will be taking over and heading to Toothsome's at City Walk next week. So we'll get to see how that restaurant is doing with everything going on. And I'm going to be in Virginia, and I'll tune in and see how many times Cher is mentioned and Home on the Range.
I can't foster a conversation about Home on the Range. I don't know anything about Home on the Range. There's a cow in it.
It's on Disney Plus, I guess.
It is. There you go. Go watch it there. I mean, Ava, you'll love it. There's a guy who yodels to cows to hypnotize them. And there's a wise quacking cracking horse who's also like a ninja. It's great. I feel like you and the horse would be best friends.
All right.
I
think at this point it's time to end it because I got to get back to work. I got a lot of work to do for the final episode, and then packing for our trip. But yeah, so Disneyland's reopening July 17th. You go to Attractions Magazine right now to see the story about it. So let's do some shout outs here, guys. Let's say goodnight. And next week we'll finally be out and about.
Yes. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Rodney.
Yes, I do remember your you can't do that on television. There's 3 words you're not allowed to say because you'll get slimed. You can't say I don't know, and then slime would come down on you.
Not the words I was thinking, but I'm glad I didn't say them out loud.
There you go. That works.
All right. Sorry.
Florida joke. Michael, Jack, Claude, Florida Joe, Brian. Don't know him. Never heard of him. Rodney again.
All the usual suspects. You already got your Florida Joey Con. Albin. Good night. Good night, everyone. Water.
Dolly.
Water.
Cool Daddy.
All right. We will see you next. Well, I won't see you, but you'll see Ava and Kat next week. Check out the finale of the show tomorrow on our YouTube channel and the podcast on Sunday nights at 9 right here, or you can listen to the audio version on Mondays. I think it's now time to call it an early
night.
Good night, everyone. We will see you soon. Oh, real quick, because
Big John's
always here. Shout out to you. Yes.
Shout out to you.
Good night.
And Tina. Yep.
Have a wonderful week.
Goodbye.